Hey friends, it's me Peter, and welcome to another edition of Peter Ponders. Once again, I'm going political on you guys, this time taking a look at all the United States Senate races that are going to be up in 2016. However, unlike last time, I'm going to go through these races in rapid fire format. That way my video will not be 18 minutes long like it was just a couple weeks ago. In each race, I am going to highlight the incumbent, whether or not they're running, any possible challenges they'll face, either in the primary in general, as well as assign a rating to it. So without further ado, let's get going. Alabama. Republican Senator Richard Shelby should cruise to re-election and easily defeat whoever he faces. Safe Republican. Alaska. Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski is vulnerable in a primary. Democrats hope former Senator Mark Begich challenges her in the general, but he could instead decide to face Congressman Don Young. My rating, likely Republican. Arizona. Republican Senator John McCain may or may not run for another term. If he does, expect opposition from the Tea Party in the primary. Democrats are looking at several candidates, including Congresswomen Ann Kirkpatrick and Kyrsten Sinema, to possibly challenge the incumbent. My rating, likely Republican. Arkansas. Despite recent heart surgery, Republican Senator John Boozman is insistent that he'll run for another term. Democrats have very few options in this state, which has turned redder than perhaps any other state recently. My rating, safe Republican. California. Democratic Senator Barbara Boxer is retiring after 4 terms. Attorney General Kamala Harris appears to have cleared the field for the blue team, and there are very few Republicans left in the state that could mount a credible challenge. My rating, safe Democratic. Colorado. Democratic Senator Michael Bennet is one of only 2 realistic targets Republicans have in 2016. He could face a challenge from either Congressman Ken Buck, Congressman Mike Coffman, or Attorney General Cynthia Coffman, the Congressman's wife. My rating leans Democratic. Connecticut. Although Democratic Senator Richard Blumenthal had some difficulties in reaching his first term, he shouldn't have any problem this time around. Safe Democratic. Florida. Republican Senator Marco Rubio appears ready to run for president instead of seeking re-election. Several Republicans have announced their interest in a bid if Rubio passes. Democrats are looking at Congressman Patrick Murphy as their dream candidate. My rating leans Republican. Georgia. Republican Senator Johnny Isakson shouldn't have any problems in getting his 3rd term. However, there's a possibility Democrats could contest the seat and make it slightly competitive. My rating, likely Republican. Hawaii. Democratic Senator Brian Schatz is up for his first full term, and he should receive it. His only danger could come in the primary if former Congresswoman Colleen Hanabusa decides to challenge him again. My rating, safe Democratic. Idaho. Threats of a Tea Party challenge to Republican Senator Mike Crapo appear to have vanished, and the senator should secure his 4th term without a problem. Safe Republican. Illinois. Republican Senator Mark Kirk is easily the most vulnerable incumbent up for re-election this year. Democrats looking at several candidates, including Congresswoman Tammy Duckworth, Congressman Bill Foster, and Congresswoman Sherry Bustos as possible challengers. My rating, toss-up. Indiana. Republican Senator Dan Coates has not said whether he'll seek re-election or not. If he doesn't, it could provide an opportunity for former Democratic Senator Evan Bayh to jump back in, though he hasn't said if he'll actually do that or not. My rating, likely Republican. Iowa. Republican Senator Chuck Grassley says he's running for re-election, but some speculate he could end up retiring at the very last minute. Democrats' dream candidate is former Governor and current Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack. My rating, likely Republican. Kansas. Senator Jerry Moran led Republicans to a successful Senate cycle last year as NRSC chair, and he should have an even easier time securing his own re-election. My rating, safe Republican. Kentucky. It's no secret that Republican Senator Rand Paul wants to run for both the presidency and the United States Senate. However, Kentucky law prevents him from doing both, but somehow he's going to try and do both. Until he decides what he actually wants to do, this race is in limbo. Likely Republican. Louisiana. The result of this race depends on what happens this year in the gubernatorial election. If Senator David Vitter wins the governorship, he'll appoint his own successor, who could then have an advantage going into 2016. Not many Democrats left in the state, but there's an outside possibility something could happen. Likely Republican. Maryland. Democratic Senator Barbara Mikulski is retiring after 5 terms. So far, 2 Democratic congressmen have announced their intentions to run, and it's possible more could follow. Although a primary could be brutal, Republicans don't have much of a chance here in this state. My rating, safe Democratic. Missouri. Republican Senator Roy Blunt has been in Congress for a very long time and knows how to win races. Nevertheless, Democrats have landed a strong recruit in Secretary of State Jason Kander, who ran a very close race in 2012. My rating, likely Republican. Nevada. So far, all signs point to Senate Minority Leader Harry Reid running for another term. Republicans would love for Governor Brian Sandoval to run, but he doesn't appear interested. Reid is a perennial target of Republicans, but always seems to pull out victory in the end. My rating leans Democratic. New Hampshire. The Democrats waiting to take on Republican Senator Kelly Ayotte are all waiting on one person, Governor Maggie Hassan. She has not said whether or not she'll challenge the freshman senator, but if she doesn't, another possibility is Congresswoman Annie Kuster. My rating leans Republican. New York. Democratic Senator Chuck Schumer should easily win re-election without a problem. Safe Democratic. North Carolina. Senator Richard Burr has middling approval ratings and could be very vulnerable to a Democratic challenger. Democrats would love for former Senator Kay Hagan, who lost a very close race, to jump into the race against Burr. However, she has not confirmed nor denied her interest in the seat. My rating, toss-up. North Dakota. Republican Senator John Hoeven has no danger of being primaried, nor does he have any danger of losing his seat. My rating, safe Republican. Ohio. National Democrats have made it very clear they want former Governor Ted Strickland to take on Senator Rob Portman. However, Cincinnati City Councilman P.G. Sittenfeld is not leaving the primary. This could be very interesting for Democrats. My rating leans Republican. Oklahoma. Republican Senator James Lankford is the only redhead in the upper chamber, and he will continue to be that way after the 2016 elections. My rating, safe Republican. Oregon. There's no indication that Democratic Senator Ron Wyden is in any danger whatsoever. My rating, safe Democratic. Pennsylvania. After losing a very close race to now Senator Pat Toomey back in 2010, Democrat Joe Sestak is ready for a rematch. However, National Democrats appear lukewarm on his candidacy and are reportedly looking elsewhere for another candidate. My rating, toss-up. South Carolina. Republican Senator Tim Scott can have this seat for as long as he wants it. Safe Republican. South Dakota. Senator John Thune didn't even draw any opposition in 2010, but that could be a different story this year, as former U.S. Attorney Brendan Johnson, a Democrat, recently resigned from his post. That could be a sign that he's getting ready to take on the incumbent. My rating, likely Republican. Utah. Tea Party-backed Republican Senator Mike Lee could face opposition in the primary from more mainstream Republicans, but in the general election, he's as safe as can be. My rating, safe Republican. Vermont. Democratic Senator Patrick Leahy should have no trouble at all in securing his next term. My rating, safe Democratic. Washington. Though she's had close races in the past, Democratic Senator Patty Murray should cruise to re-election this time around. My rating, safe Democratic. And finally, Wisconsin, where another rematch could possibly be brewing between current Senator Ron Johnson and the man he unseated 6 years ago, former Senator Russ Feingold. Feingold recently stepped down from his post at the State Department and has made vague comments indicating he will run for his old seat again. My rating, toss-up. And there you have it, friends, my very quick, rapid-fire look at all the U.S. Senate races up for election in 2016. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, and also hit that subscribe button down below to see more videos from me. This is Peter, saying see you later.